Hello everyone, welcome back to Subnautica, part 2 of our Subnautica survival playthrough series, and we are still on the hunt for this cave sulfur and this silver so we can move our way forward. We want to make a high capacity air tank, and we want to make the repair tool so we can repair the pod. We have the scanner so we can scan things, which we have been doing. In fact, I think we've scanned the giant tubes already. Let's have a quick scan of a few other bits and bobs as we're flying past them. More to fill up the what's it rather than anything else. Oh, we've got a cargo thing here with a Seaglide fragment in it. That's cool. So we now have the blueprint to make the Seaglide. Awesome. Let's pick up the salvage. Oh, here we are. I saw that coming, so I got far enough away from it, but I think that's where we get the cave sulfur from. Yes! Because it used to be called something else. With the big explodey... Oh, oh, oh. Oh, not good. Come on, let's get to the surface quick. There we go, just about made it. Okay, so, hopefully then, we've now got the cave sulfur that we need to make the repair tool. So let's go and do that before we think about doing anything else. Obviously we have our little floating locker outside the pod because I can't build pods in here. Let's take a first aid kit just in case we need it. Right, so what can we make? Seaglide, we need battery, lubricant, copper wire and titanium, and actually to be fair I think we've got most of what we need to make that, so we'll have a quick look at that in a minute. Titanium, let's make the titanium up. As I know we have some of that. Copper wire, let's go ahead and do that while we're in this menu. So we're going to need that in a minute. Let's go into equipment, tools rather, and we need silicon rubber. Okay, well the silicon rubber I think is in here. Yep, so let's take a piece of silicon rubber and back into here, back into tools, and we can make the repair tool. There we go. So, let's see if we can make the Seaglide now while we're in here. So what do we need to make a battery? Acid, mushroom and copper ore. Of which we have neither. Do we have any copper ore? Okay, so we don't have the bits to make that. So I need to go and get some copper ore, and I need some more acid mushrooms, which are easy. So let's use the repair tool. There we go. To repair the broken systems. Obviously it uses power, but that's cool. There we go. So our life pod systems are now up and running. We have power cells that are charging, and we can now repair the radio. So let's play this message.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
That's a lot of hours to wait. Okay, so we've managed to repair everything in here, and we can use this repair tool, of course, on other things as well. But right now, we need to go and see if we can get the bits to make the Seaglide, so we need a battery. So let's go back out. We need, I think I did in my little storage locker, just pop mainly titanium. Yes, and some silicon rubber, so nothing in there of any use. Let's just drink and eat a little bit because our health is a little bit low. Acid mushrooms are easy to come by. Need a couple of those. Actually, let's take a few because we're going to need to make several batteries. So we need to find several pieces of copper. So we need to go and find a good source of rock outcrops, really, because we need lots of copper ore. I'm never very good at navigating in Subnautica. I get very lost very easily. Here we are. This is the big... Okay, I'm going to be very careful here. I'm going to pick up the quartz. Hopefully we can make it all the way through. There's little breaks into the cave there. I'm just going to... We'll break this one because it's on the outside. That just gives us some titanium. Let's head up, sort out our oxygen. Okay, cool. And we are going to need to start thinking about longer term supplies of water and food as well. So boomerangs, if we can catch them. There we are, we've got one, so that's good. This is a salt deposit, I think. We'll have that. And we've got another limestone outcrop with some more copper ore, so that's good. So hopefully we've now got copper ore. We've got a piece of floating debris here that's no doubt been uprooted by big, sharp, pointy teeth, snappy, bitey things. That's a technical term, by the way. So I don't know what they're called. Ow! That wasn't very friendly. I've got a big crack in my visor. Okay, let's head back to the surface, sort our oxygen out. Let's just locate the pod. Where is it? There it is. So we'll get back inside the pod and we'll just get ourselves organised. I'll be glad when I can start building a habitat with some storage compartments in it. Right, okay, so we've got a medical kit. Oh, does it need repairing? Okay. Let's repair the medical... No? Okay. Oh, it's 47% done towards making another one. Right. Okay, cool. So, let's see what we can now fabricate. Well, we can obviously cure the boomerang because we have salt deposits, so I'm going to do that because it keeps longer. What else can I do? Obviously, we can make some more titanium. We're going to have plenty of this, but we're going to need plenty of it, I think. Battery we can now make. Hopefully we can make a couple of them. Yeah. Excellent. So we've got 2 batteries. So what else do we need for the Seaglide? Have we got... where is it? There it is. We need lubricant. Well, that's handy. I'm sure we've got some of that, haven't we? Yes. So in theory we can now make a Seaglide. The Seaglide will help us go through the water quicker, basically.
The Seaglide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Yep.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Okay, so we've now got the Seaglide, which means we can go for a long flight, if you like. But what I do want to do is check my food and water supplies. Water we are quite low on. To make water, the blueprint for making water, I can't actually remember, so let's have a quick look. We need filtered water, filtered. We need bloodfish, so we need bleach. So we need to make bleach. So what do we use to make bleach? Obviously, in real life you wouldn't. Salt deposit and coral tube samples. Okay, so we need to keep our eyes open for salt deposits, coral tube samples, and of course bladderfish. So let's break out our Seaglide and go for a little bit of a journey. See, we can now go much further away, so I'm going to do that for fun more than anything else. And of course I want to try and catch some bladderfish if I can. Not good, not good. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some more acid mushrooms because we are going to get through a fair few batteries now that we're using technology.
30 seconds.
Not a problem, we can go up. We're actually getting, we're heading in the direction of the Aurora. I think, oh, we've picked up a transmission. We have picked up a transmission which we have to go back to the live pod to be able to listen to. Boomerang, missed the other one. This looks like a fairly sizable salt deposit. Special equipment's required. Okay, so we can't just pick that up. It's so big. We need special equipment. But what equipment? A knife, maybe? Oh! Okay. I've lost track of where it was now. Got a peeper.
30 seconds.
Okay, we're a bit close on oxygen, so let's get to the surface.
Scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
I think we've actually passed into a different biome. I know that Subnautica is made up of different biomes. Probably in much the same way that Minecraft is, but they're a little bit harder to tell apart. I've lost that big salt deposit. I don't know where it is. Completely lost it. Well, there's some writing over this, so I'm just gonna... There's a smaller salt deposit. Oh, here's the big salt deposit. Let's try with the knife. Nope. So it's not a knife. Big vicious thing. I can cut the creep vine with a knife. That gives me creep vine samples. I can't remember what that gives you. I honestly can't remember what that gives you. But I think I'm going to make a bolt for it now. Let's go. Let's get out of here. We're almost dead, actually. Let's pick up some... there's the pod. Let's use the Seaglide to get back to the pod. There's quite a lot of things around over here, so we might come back this way. But let's go and have a look at this transmission. And we'll also heal ourselves and sort ourselves out a little bit. Transmission is a good starting point. Okay, so let's get back. Oops, let's get back inside the pod. There we go. Okay, so first things first, let's bring up our PDA and let's use a medikit. We need to sort out some water from our bladder fish, so let's do that. So that's currently our only source of water. We have a boomerang, so we can cook a boomerang. And we have a peeper, so let's cook that as well. Awesome. What else have we got, or can we make? Dive reel. Oh, okay. Anchors to a physical point and winds as you explore so you can find your way back. That's quite useful. But we need creep vine samples times 5. We've only got 1. I think because our inventory was full. Our inventory was full, so we couldn't make very much. We still need to find some silver ore as well. Flashlight. Oh, let's make a flashlight. I've never had one of those. It'd be quite useful, I think. Habitat builder is something we ultimately need to aim for. I don't need a flare at the moment. Okay. Let's. Have we got another medical kit? Yep, we'll replenish our medical kit. Is there anything we can leave behind then that we don't need to be carrying around with us? Decomposing creep vine sample. Let's get rid of that. Did I just eat that? I think I just ate that. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we've got gold. Let's drop the gold over there. We don't need to carry it around with us. Yeah, okay. Our inventory is getting a bit full. I think I might need to make some more. Let's just have a quick listen to this radio message.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
It's Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell? Didn't warn us this might happen. Thompson was crushed by the sea moth bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system. This grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. That's not a good sign. Come get us. Signal location uploaded to PDA. Okay, so let's have a quick look in the PDA then. And I think, actually I don't think we go into it. I think we just kind of spin around and it tells us. There it is. So it's 496 meters that way and it's under attack. But we can get there with the Seaglide and hopefully we can get inside the pod. So let's head over. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Let's go. 496 meters is not very far when you have the Seaglide. And also we'll keep an eye open when we get to these cave structures that it's talking about. In fact, we must have been pretty close to where it was when we were here, because this is where we were. We do with getting some creep vine samples on the way back. Here it is, it's Life Pod 17. Let's just go to the surface. So we have cave entrance nearby. Let's replenish our oxygen. We need to find the pod, which is pretty much directly below us. There's the vicious snake thing, which has actually eaten into the hull. Done quite a lot of damage actually by the looks of things. Don't know whether that'll scare it away using the flashlight, but let's download the data from the abandoned PDA, and I don't think there's anything in here that we can use because the pod's been ripped open and it's all flooded. But we do have that PDA, so I'm getting ready to make a bolt for it. Don't think there's very much for us to use here, but we know there is a cave entrance nearby.
30 seconds.
But we've also not got high capacity oxygen at the moment, so we can't really go very far into it. So let's just top up our oxygen and then we'll go back down. Keep an eye open for anything that might contain something interesting. Let's bring up the scanner, see if there's anything in here. A laser cutter fragment. There we go, so that'll give us a laser cutter, hopefully. I don't know what that was. Bladder fish that I desperately want. I can hear very funny noises. That's a salt deposit, which we know we need. If we got the knife and we got coral samples, I think it's a giant coral tube, isn't it, that gives you coral samples.
30 seconds.
Okay, we should be okay with 30 seconds to just get this piece of copper ore. And then we'll equip the Seaglide and get back up to the surface. Let's replenish our oxygen. There's our pod, so let's duck back down under the surface because the Seaglide doesn't work unless you're under the water. And we shall head back to our pod. So we've done a little bit of exploration. We've found one of the other life pods, which has obviously been destroyed and has sunk. And we've got some data from it, which we'll have a look at. It's the logs from that. So we'll have a quick look at that in a second. It's quite a long way away that we went. Here we are. So let's drop inside our pod. And I think let's have a quick look now we're inside here. Let's see if we can find this. Data download. Aurora survivors. Crew logs. Lifepod 17 crew log. Aussie's log. Dare the crash. Don't know what the heck is happening. Scared. Not going outside. Shadows in the water near the hatch. Can't tell if rocks or aliens. Weird looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. The Zero-G gym, my cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming out for me. Operations log. Structural analysis. Shattered wreckage. Analysis confirms this wreckage is from the Aurora. Outer layers of material have oxidized, suggesting it has been heated to over 1200 degrees. This pattern is consistent with hull disintegration during re-entry. Salvage of intact portions of Altera vessels is prohibited at legal, moral and technical level. However, scraps such as these may be reclaimed for their titanium content at any Altera fabricator. So that, I think, is what we picked up from our scan rather than from the Aurora data download. So yeah, a little bit of interesting information there. And we are gathering bits and pieces. We're still missing the silver ore to be able to make a high capacity tank. I also want to start thinking about making some of these other various things. We've got fins, and I think we can we get enhanced fins? I can't remember. Oh, I need to drink. Okay, that's fine, we'll do that. We need to get some more water, so that's got to be a priority next time. Stocking up on water. I know we can make various other bits and pieces, but we haven't got the blueprints for them yet. So High capacity tank is probably our kind of main priority. We can make a thermometer. Not quite sure why. Computer chip. What do we mean to make a computer chip? Okay, that's not too complicated. Wiring kit, silver ore. So we need to find lots of silver ore, really. Silver ore, copper ore. So we need to go find more of these limestone outcrops. I think that's going to be our main priority, is finding these limestone outcrops, finding some copper, finding some silver, and then hopefully we can start fabricating what we're after with that. But right now I'm going to say thank you very much for watching some more Subnautica. I'm going to be progressing through this relatively amateurishly compared to some more experienced players. I'm very experienced with the Long Dark. I am not very experienced at all with Subnautica, so I'm kind of making this up as I go along, but it's more fun that way, I think. So yeah, we're going to start making some of the equipment. We're going to start gathering some bits and pieces. I'm going to use that dive reel, I think. I'm going to try and make one of those and see if we can't use that as a kind of guide to go and do some exploration, find some more limestone outcrops, find some of the bits and pieces that we need, the silver and the copper, and then we can start making some things, and then hopefully we can get to the point of making the habitats so that we can start building a base. But right now, thank you as always for watching. Anything in the comments, pop it in there. I'm always happy to have a chat. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I shall see you again, as always, very, very soon.